Okay, have you ever wondered what it takes to start your own clothing brand? I know I definitely have. And in this video, we're gonna try and explore exactly what it takes to start a company like Volcom, Hurley, Rip Curl, Nike even, one of those big brand companies. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to copy over basic shapes in Adobe Illustrator to create a brand logo. And the whole idea is I'm gonna do like a video series, and we're just gonna be doing different parts. So in this video, it's just gonna be the brand logo and brand name, and then we'll work our way through there, kind of like almost like a let's play type thing, like for video games, but we're gonna be doing it for a company instead. Okay, so we have our page opened up in Adobe Illustrator, and then if you're like me, you probably don't have very much experience with design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a design that I've seen from Naruto, Itachi's Sharingan eye, and I'm going to use that as our brand logo. So I'm going to pull this over from just like a Google search, and we're going to take this and we're going to trace over in Illustrator. What we're going to do is we're going to take this basic shape and we're just going to trace over it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the opacity so we can sketch over it, which is right over here. So you're going to take the opacity of this basic image right here, and you're going to just do 50%, and that way it'll be kind of like easier to like see what you're sketching over. And then we're going to use the pen tool. So with the pen tool, it was kind of tricky for me to learn this at first. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try and do curves. And the way you do that first is you click down and then drag. And you drag this out, and this is gonna be your handle to move around the curve. And then you select the spot that you're just gonna first draw this to. So I'm gonna put it right here, escape. And then another tip that you need to know is that when you're trying to select this handle, you can't be in the pen tool. You're gonna have to go up here and use the selection tool instead. Okay, so let's see if we can find the handle on this. Okay, and so as you can see, you gotta fiddle around with it. You have to drag both different ends of the handle to kind of complete that shape. And right now it has a fill, so we're gonna get no fill on it, so it's just a line. And then also, so we can see our line, let's go click on this again. Let's go, God, I hate these things. Okay, let's go to line point and give it a 1 point. Okay. And we'll do it in white for now, just so you can see it. And then we're gonna go back to the pen tool. I'm gonna do this again. Okay, so you go to your pen tool, you're gonna drag. You have to make sure to drag that lever out, or the handle I mean, and then click on your desired point. Okay, back to the selection tool, and then we can adjust using our handle. For some reason, this does not want to work. And it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be close enough. Okay, there we go. And then another important thing is when you're using this curve tool to draw out shapes, if you want to do a hard peak or a line like you see right here at this tip, you're gonna hit Alt, and then it'll give you a little, you should see this little icon right here that looks like an angle, and then you're gonna click on the point that you want to do and drag out another lever. Here we go. And we'll put this one right here. Okay, and there's our handle. We can drag that right into the shape that we want. Okay, perfect. And I'm just gonna speed over this next part and draw out the rest of the shape, and then I will be right back with you. now you can see we have the shape completely outlined and it fits, it's roughly about the right shape. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna fill this shape, and we'll just do white for now. That's not gonna be our final color, but it'll do. And then we're gonna do the opacity thing again so we can see where that circle shape in the middle is that we want. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and use the ellipse tool. But the one thing with the ellipse tool is if you want a perfect circle, you're gonna hit shift first and then drag your shape. So there we go. And it's roughly about the right size. Let me try and upscale it just a little more. Okay, there we go. And then what we're going to do, so you're gonna go to your Pathfinder tool. So you're gonna hit minus front, and then it's gonna cut out this hole for you. So now we have our hole. Let me change the fill to black so it matches the color that we actually want. Okay, we'll raise the opacity back to 100. And okay, so now we have a basic kind of Sharingan shape, as you see here. And now what we're gonna do is just do another circle around here, and then we'll have our basic logo shape. Okay, so we're gonna do that at the center. Draw it out. Center again. Okay, so that's roughly around the edges. And then we're gonna just edit this and have no fill so that you can see it's just a circle around the shape. And then we're gonna just use a line weight on this. And let's keep bumping it up. Gonna wanna expand this circle some more. And remember to, when you're doing your circles, if you want a perfect circle, it's shift. Shift and drag. Okay. So there we go. That seems about right. Change this, change the line color or stroke color to black. Cool. And then we are also gonna change, let me go to the selection thing. We're gonna change this to stroke as black as well so it all matches. We're gonna delete this for now. We're gonna click this shape and then shift click on this circle, and we're gonna hit group, and now it should be one draggable shape. Oh, nope. Now it should be one draggable shape. Okay, perfect. And on to the next part. So now that we have our logo set up, I'm going to block around the text around here for the brand name, and then also I'm gonna do like the brand, the t-shirt series thing. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to trademarks database, and we're just gonna check to see that the brand name isn't already trademarked that I've come up with. So we're gonna search trademark database, go type in your brand name. So I'm gonna be doing Blue Dextrose as the brand name. And so it says no records were found on the criteria of your query, so we're all good there. And now we are going to do, first we're gonna do a circle around this one just to block in the text. So I'm gonna hit Command C and then Command V. And then we're just gonna do that shift drag out again to make it a bigger circle. It should be about like this big. A little bigger. Okay, so that looks about right. And then you're gonna go to another shift. You're gonna copy this path, this circle again. So Command C, Command V. And then we're gonna drag this over. And then we're gonna use the type on a path tool. And we're gonna type in our text. So, let's see. Since the text is inverted, what I can do is I'm gonna drag it off the center point right now, and then I'm gonna invert it inwards like this. It's gonna be kind of squished in the middle like this. And you just grab the little handle on top. There we go. Okay. Then you're just gonna select your text and you're gonna go down here and go into baseline shift and you're gonna shift upwards. So there we go. And then we're gonna center it by using the baseline shift in the middle of our two circles. Cool. And let me go back to the select tool. You make sure this text is centered. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. So I'm gonna do NC Command V. So we have a copy of our text. And then we're gonna rotate this text using the handle to the bottom, if it'll let me. Okay, so fiddle around with it, and once you get it to the bottom, we're gonna drag it back in. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this handle inwards, and we're gonna do the same thing we did with the baseline shift, but outwards this time. Okay. Select that. And now we're gonna go back to our baseline shift tool, and we're gonna shift outwards. There we go. And so this is a little more spaced out than the other one. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna select this, and then you're gonna hit Option and then the left arrow key, and it will shift the text closer together. There we go. So obviously I'm not gonna do blue dextrose twice. So the t-shirt series name is gonna be, what am I doing? It's gonna be Lost Paradise. Okay. Now we're gonna select this again because it seems a bit off center. There we go. We're also gonna shift this one outwards just a bit. Okay. And then just hit Option and left arrow key again. That looks about right. Okay. Spacing on that's kind of off. Just fiddle around with it until it it works with you. It definitely takes a little trial and error. Okay. So now that we have that all set, we are good to go to do our design for the shirt, which will be the next video. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm gonna go over how to do the actual little design that we're gonna put behind our logo on the front of the shirt, and then I'm also gonna design the back design, like the graphic that's gonna go on the back of this shirt. So, yep, see you in the next one.